Hi Bold Bakers! A no-bake cheesecake can be one of the simplest desserts to make because it only needs a few ingredients and you don't even need an oven. We have made many big and bold flavors, but I think today might be the boldest yet. It is a no-bake fudge brownie cheesecake. So let's get started. So before we start, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Okay, let's start out with our base for our brownie cheesecake. Now we are not just doing a regular cookie cheesecake base, we are doing a brownie base, a really fudgy brownie. Now this recipe is on my website, biggerbolderbaking.com, and this is called my best ever brownie recipe because it is just that, it's absolutely delicious. So I have halved that recipe to make the base for my brownie cheesecake. So here I have my cheesecake tin. Now this is a 9-inch tin, and as you can see, I've buttered it really well so our brownie pops right out. So all you need to do is take your brownie mix and then pour it right in there. Just look at how gooey and fudgy this is. That's why it's my favorite. Take your spatula and spread out your brownie all the way to the edge of your tin. And just try and get it as even as you can. Okay, so this is looking delicious, a great start to our cheesecake. So now you want to pop this guy in the oven until he's a little bit firm on top, but you know he's still gooey underneath. So our brownie cheesecake base is done, and you can tell when it's nice and set because if you put your finger in the middle, it's firm underneath. So this is perfect. So I'm going to set this guy aside, let it cool down, and then we're going to get started on our cheesecake filling. So we are making a chocolate cheesecake filling, so it's going to be really rich and decadent. So I'm going to mix mine on my stand mixer, but you can also mix it on a hand mixer. So into the bowl of my stand mixer, I'm going to add in my cream cheese. Now, if you don't have cream cheese in your country, do not worry about it because I have a Bold Baking Basics video of how you can make it, and it's really easy. After our cream cheese, we're going to add a little bit of sweetness with our sugar. And then I'm going to follow that with some vanilla extract. Now, I love vanilla in my baking. I just love the flavor it gives. Okay, so on we go. Now we're going to turn our machine onto a medium speed, and we just want to whip it up until there's no more lumps in our cream cheese. So it's been around 3 to 4 minutes and our cream cheese mix is looking great. So now we're going to add in some whipping cream. And the reason you want to add in whipping cream is because we need to get this mix really lovely and thick. So once your cream is in there, we're going to turn back on the machine to like a medium-high speed, and we're going to whip it up until the cream thickens. Okay, lovely. So this has been mixing for around 2 minutes. It's thickened up nicely. So now it's time to add in our chocolate. Now here I have some melted chocolate. Now for those of you who watch Bigger Bolder Baking, you know I like a dark chocolate, around 72% cocoa solids, because it just really takes this dessert to the next level. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this cream cheese mix, and what we want to do is add it into our chocolate. Then we're going to mix the two together so they're roughly the same temperature and texture. Now you want to make sure your chocolate isn't too hot when you're doing this because it'll kind of melt your cream cheese. So just add in a little bit in there, mix it around, and then straight into your cream cheese mix. So this is an important step because you don't want your chocolate to set on your cream cheese mix. You want to make sure it gets all the way throughout. So adding the cream cheese mix into the chocolate will do that. So then on with our mixer again, and we're just going to mix it up until the chocolate is all the way throughout. This is perfect. It looks really chocolatey. So now we're going to transfer this onto our brownie base. So we have our brownie base, it's cooled down. We have our delicious filling, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pour it all over the top. Oh, this looks so delicious. One last thing I like to do to make it nice and pretty, I have a spatula, and then I just like to flatten out the top. And this just makes it nice and level, and then gives you a lovely finished product. Okay, I want to show you this. Just look at that cheesecake. It is giant and it looks delicious. So this guy needs to go in the fridge overnight because there's no eggs and there's no gelatin, so he needs that extra time to firm up. Also, at this stage, if you want to freeze it, you can because it freezes really well. So here's a cheesecake that I made yesterday, and it's lovely and set, nice and cold. So now I'm going to show you how good this looks. What did I tell you? Just check that out. This is a behemoth of a cheesecake. So now what you want to do is put it on your nice platter straight away before you start to decorate. So now to make our cheesecake extra big and bold, I have some ganache to go on top. Now I've got a recipe for this on my website. I actually did a video of how to make it. Now what you want to do is just get a big spoonful and then very carefully drizzle it over the top, kind of like in a pool. Then take a spoon and just kind of spread it out a little bit. Go as far as you want. If you wanted to drizzle over the sides, you can do that. Just get a nice layer of it. I like to leave a little bit of a rim. So you know I'm a big fan of freshly whipped cream. So what I want to do is pipe some rosettes all over the top of my cheesecake. I like to pipe around 12. Roughly there'll be a rosette for each slice of cake. Okay, so I know I'm going a little bit over the top here, but I baked off extra brownie because that's what I do. And I'm just gonna put some crumbles in the middle of our cheesecake, just to give extra texture and then also extra brownie, because who does not love extra brownie? I have to say, I'm pretty proud with how this cake turned out. I think it looks so pretty. So now my favorite part, as you well know, I'm gonna cut myself a nice big slice. Oh my gosh, this is so thick and heavy. Okay, here we go. This is the best part of the job. Just check out how rich and decadent this cheesecake looks. Okay, so I've got a little bit of brownie, a little bit of filling, and then of course some cream on top. Oh my gosh. You're gonna love this. This is what Bigger Bolder Baking is all about. 3 different decadent layers of awesomeness. I really hope you enjoyed this video and check out all of my other videos, and I will see you back here next week for more Bigger Bolder Baking. Because the brownie base is legit fudgy. It's legit fudgy. Yeah.